Over 20 years ago, I was going through a divorce, and it was an incredibly difficult, painful, frustrating, soul-wrenching, spirit-sucking time in life. And one aspect of that divorce coming through it and on the other side of it is being back in the state of being alone. And I had felt alone quite a bit before I had met that wife that I was divorcing. Before I met her, I had dealt with a lot of really deep depression, and loneliness was just part of that state of being for me before I met her. And then that wasn't there while I was married, and then suddenly it was back, along with the depression, which actually that part never went away, but the loneliness came back. And it was a struggle to deal with that and all the thoughts that come. And if you've ever dealt with loneliness, you know what it's like, some of the thoughts that come along with it. And for me, it was like, here I am again. This is just me. I got to deal with all this stuff by myself, and I don't have anyone here. I could really use a hug. There are times where I could just use a hug more than anything. If I would have given every dime I had to just get a true, deep, meaningful hug from someone. But I found myself alone after going through this divorce, and even still, after everything I went through that divorce and the relationship before it, and all the circumstances around it, I was deeply wounded and recognized my need for healing. And so I made a very conscious decision that I would stay single until I found the one. That I was absolutely not going to date. I was not going to be out there, going out and meeting women and hooking up and, all of that. I didn't want any part of that. I didn't want to be in a relationship again at all, any kind of intimacy in any form, until I was with the person that was going to be my forever wife. And that was a conscious intention that I set. Obviously not knowing how long that would take, when it would be, and facing the reality that I was going to be experiencing those bouts of loneliness along the way. And I did. And it was 4 years that I was single. I didn't date. I didn't see anyone. And ultimately ended up working out extremely well for me. That next person that I met out of the blue ended up being Michelle. And in May, we'll celebrate our 19 years of being married. And we are extremely close, and we have everything that I could have hoped for. But certainly I didn't know any of that in the midst of those 4 years of being single and battling those feelings of loneliness. And back then, I didn't have any tools. I didn't have anything. I wasn't equipped with anything to help me to deal with those feelings of loneliness and depression and everything else that I was dealing with at the time. It was just sheer bear and grit, just deal with it, the best that I could with what I had at the time, which wasn't much. And I didn't have much love for myself either. So honestly, I don't know how I made it through, with the grace of God, right? I mean, that's it, you know. But I also had some wonderful, amazing friends that were in my life that really loved me and really supported me, encouraged me, and were really there for me. So that absolutely was a huge part of it. Of course, I had my mom back then, also, that was in my life and was always my biggest cheerleader, and always had the utmost expressions of love for me. Um, so I had the people in my life to help me along the way. Um, Looking back, I recognize where I could have used so much of what I know now, so much of what I have gleaned and picked up along the way, just things to help mitigate some of that, but help transcend so much of that, and help live above and beyond the states of being that I was experiencing in those days. And it's in that spirit that I wanted to share something here um, with you guys that can absolutely help. And really, if it's feelings of loneliness, or it's fear, or if it's depression, or if it's anything, whatever it is that is a state of being that's showing up that you want to get past, you want to not be experiencing in the moment, or you want to experience, get to something else. Let's get past this loneliness. I'm tired of it. Let's get beyond this fear. I'm sick of it. I'm ready to move on. So I'll share that I have an acronym that I'm such a geek about acronyms, but this one is FEEL, FEEL, and each of those, obviously, the acronym stands for something. The letter F is focus. The first letter E is experience. The next letter E is express. And the last letter L is love. And I'll go through each one of these and how they're applicable, and how they're useful, and how they can be practical tools for anyone in any of these situations. And each one of these can be implemented individually, or certainly several at the same time, or all. Implement all of these for this compound effect that is amazing. The first letter, again, is focus. So focus is whatever's showing up. In this case, let's say it's loneliness. Loneliness is showing up, and noticing that it's that feeling of being alone, of being lonely, is showing up. And it may sound counterintuitive, but it's incredibly powerful to face that when it shows up, and to really put your focus on it. So find a comfortable place to be still, and where you can tune in to your feelings, and just allow whatever thoughts show up. So for some people, that means having to go drive somewhere in your car, to go park in the back of a parking lot where no one can see you, you don't see anything, you can just sit and focus on yourself. So that focus is being still and putting that focus on whatever area, wherever you're experiencing in your body, wherever you're experiencing that feeling of loneliness. Because yes, it's showing up in our mind, but it's being experienced in our body as well. So the most we can hone in on where we're feeling, where that feeling, its sensation of loneliness is showing up inside of us. It could be in our heart, it could be in our gut, could be in your head, could be anywhere for you. So tune into that focus, because where your focus goes, energy flows. So that energy of your attention that you're gifting yourself is going to that place, and sit there with it. Allow that feeling of loneliness to flow. It wants to flow. It doesn't want to sit inside of you and be stuck. It wants to move. Allow it to move. Give it the ability, give it the freedom to move through you, to flow. Allow that loneliness, because it will dissolve. It doesn't just stay there, and it certainly doesn't gain steam. As you put your focus on it, your awareness, and you breathe into that, soften your body. Slowly breathe deep, calm breaths into that area with your focus there, your mind going there. And as thoughts come, just let them come. Let them float like clouds in the sky. Just let them float by. You don't have to give them those thoughts your attention. You don't have to follow them where they go. Just let them go. And then put the focus, keep it there on the sensation. Just sit with it. Allow it to flow. However long it takes. It usually doesn't even take very long. It's usually a minute or two. Allow it to flow through. Allow it to flow. And that's the second one, is the experience. Fully experience, fully allow it to flow, fully allow yourself to feel what is there, fully allow the thoughts. The experience is here for a reason. The experience is these feelings want to flow through you. And particularly if something shows up that triggers an even deeper depth of that feeling, pay attention to that. What is that? Just notice it. And if it triggers something else, even some other sorrow, or it triggers some other feeling or emotion or sensation that is also acute, pay attention to that. Notice it. And then you can sit with that as well. Allow the experience, the thoughts, the feelings, just experience without judgment. No judgment, no judgment here. Whatever shows up is supposed to show up. So allow that experience, and then just allow it to flow through. And that's the first couple parts that kind of go together. The third thing, express. That's where we can take our experience and we can transmute it in a way. We can take it and we can sort of take those materials and shape them into something that we create. An example would be writing, journaling, the experience that you just had about what you went through, the thoughts that you had, writing out in a journal what you felt, what you thought, what you experienced, what came up for you, what past memories popped up, and get it out. It's like part of the flow is this expression of coming out of you and going out. And then even if you want to do something beyond that, if you want to start writing out some poetry, or even if it's just recounting what happened, if you don't want to do it in written form, do it in your voice notes, put it on your phone. It's something where you can record just yourself talking, speaking, or do a video of yourself sharing the experience of what just happened and what you got out of it, what you felt in the midst of it, and what you felt on the other side of it. Do something that is allowing yourself to express. And maybe an expression is even somebody pops into your mind. Oh, I haven't talked to my cousin in a while. They just came to my mind. I'm going to send them a text. Hey, I saw your pictures on Facebook, and I just wanted to say, man, your family looks beautiful. I just love you guys. Whatever. Some form of expression, some form of getting something out there, written, spoken, sung. If you want to stop and sing, get yourself connected with a good song that you can allow that power and the energy of what's inside of you to come out. So good. Or if you play an instrument, Play that instrument, play it out, dance it out. Whatever it is, whatever shows up for you, whatever feels comfortable for you to express, get it out there. And the last one is love. Love yourself. Show love to yourself. Show love to others. Showing love to yourself can look like so many things. It can be things that feed your soul, that make you feel better, that light you up. And it can be little things. If it's just grab your cat and pet your cat and feel the purr, because it just so happens there's something incredibly physiological that happens in a cat's purr anyway. So do that. Pet your dog. Take your dog for a walk. Love on your dog, of course. Take your dog for a walk. Give it that excitement, or take it for a drive. Or take yourself for a walk. Your body will appreciate it. Just getting that movement, getting that motion, especially if you can add the exponential beneficial effects of taking a walk in nature, by water, in the sun, barefoot with your feet on the ground, getting the goodness of the earth's current flowing through you. I mean, really powerful. So get into nature, get some natural light, get some water, drink some water, get out there and do something that is beneficial to your soul. Or if you feel more like something restful, take a nap. Let yourself have a nap. Do it. Just lay down, knock it out. Half hour, 2 hours, afternoon, whatever. If you're able to do that, awesome. Or if it's something that's still relaxed but involves your eyes open, watch some funny videos that cheer you up, or read. Immerse yourself in a book or Kindle or whatever, and gift yourself those moments. Or express love to others is also a beautiful thing. Get out and go and visit somebody that would love to see you. And even if you're just getting out and you're going to buy something at the store, gift someone your smile. Even a simple smile changes things for people. And we don't even often notice it on a conscious level, but it does. That smile does things for you physiologically beneficial, and it does things for them when they see it and they smile back. Have some connection there with others. Gift yourself these opportunities for love in all these different ways that are going to be beneficial to them and beneficial to you. Love, love, love. And love yourself. Man, just feel, express gratitude for the amazing person that you are. The things that you are, that you can do, that you can say, that you have about you, the ways that you have about you, the things that you can do, the ways that you show up in the world, the things that make you special and unique. Focus on those and don't just list them and rattle them off. Instead, slow down. List something you're grateful for about yourself or about anything else, and park there. Sit there and sit in the feeling of that gratitude, that appreciation. Soak it up. Put your hand on your heart, breathe slowly into it, and feel and experience that love state that is showing up inside of you right there. Stay immersed in that like you're sitting in a hot tub, just soaking up the goodness. Allow it. Because that feeling often is going to expand. So do more of that. Feel. Focus. What's my second one? Experience, express, and love. All beautiful things. All things that you can do to gift yourself and gift others, and make this life, this day, this present moment experience of your life a brighter, sunnier, more pleasant experience for you. And may you have a wonderful day, and may you feel the love that you have in your life. Maybe you feel the love that you are. Be blessed.